Okay friends, it is Monday the 15th. It is bedtime now. I am going to put on my pajamas and get ready for bed, wind down, but I just wanted to let you know that today was a good day. I cleaned out our entire garage, went through all of our donations and actually took them to a donation center for troubled youth, and then I went to the music store to get a music stand for my flute practice because I realized I don't have a stand to hold the sheet music and it's hard to play looking down. And then I went and picked up the kiddo from her grandparents' house because she spent the day there so I could actually clean outside. It's kind of hard to clean in the front yard and in the garage because there's not toddler safe items in there. So I needed someone to watch her so that she was safe. Garages, not for toddlers. So I got it done. It looks really good. I have some boxes to break down and that's the last thing I need to do for the garage. And that also let me get some gardening done today as well. After I got home with the kiddo and we had dinner together, she watched a movie and I finished reading Iron Widow. I am really exhausted from all the physical labor. I also cleaned out my truck. So it was just a busy day. I also started going through my closet. I just took an entire truck bed worth of donations to the donation center, but it looks like I'm going to have another load to take pretty soon. I was watching Tokyo Lens on YouTube here the other day and he interviewed and showed the apartment of a man in Japan who is like super minimalist, and we're more minimalist than average, but as parents we've drifted pretty far away from minimalism. It's really hard to be minimalist with a child because they need so many things and they want so many things, and like medical and cooking and all of that. Maintaining a household can require a lot of items when it's not just one person. I found that video to be really fascinating. I'd highly recommend checking out Tokyo Lens's stuff, especially that video on the person who only owns like under 200 items total, including clothes and toiletries and cooking utensils and what have you. I do think it's important to take inspiration from that kind of thing for myself. I may not ever have under 200 items. I have hundreds of books alone, but it is a great opportunity to look at all of the things I have and think about if I really need all of the objects that I have, because they do take up physical and mental space. And when we eventually move, I would like to have less items than we have now because we'll likely move to a smaller house than this one. So yeah, it was a great day. It was very productive. I went through half the clothes in the closet and 1 out of 3 of the drawers in the dresser. And my next audiobook will be The Dragonette Prophecy. I will be listening to that throughout the week while I clean. Tomorrow at 6 in the morning, I have a meeting with a client that I'm doing developmental edits with on their manuscript. And then after that, I have a meeting with Readsy Discovery because I was recently approved as a reviewer, which is really exciting. And then I also am having a play date, my kiddo and my best friend and her kiddo, and then her other best friend, so a friend of my friends. We're all gonna get our kids all together. There'll be 3 toddlers total and 1 infant, and then all of us moms there, 3 moms. So it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be the first time I'm gonna see the little baby. Very excited about that. I will catch up with you tomorrow. Good morning, friends. It is April 24th. This week is my daughter's birthday, her 3rd birthday, and because of that, it's been pretty busy. We have a lot of plans this week, celebrating her, friends and family celebrating her, prepping for the birthday party on Saturday. We don't celebrate the specific day of her birthday on the day because she's 3. She doesn't quite understand how days work, so she doesn't know. So we just put the party on the Saturday of the week of her birthday and called it her birthday. So she's very excited to celebrate that. We have some gifts for her. We built this little house in the backyard. It's supposed to be a cafe, but we're gonna make it a flower shop. I finished Iron Widow, which fulfilled my first prompt, and I have yet to fulfill any more prompts. I have not made any more progress on the Dragonette prophecy. I have 3 days left on my library hold, so I should probably get to listening to that. I'm hoping I will get it listened to completely on Friday because the child will be with her grandparents at their house in the garden while I prepare for the party the following day on Saturday. I did finish a book for my Reading 2023 graphic novels video series that I have going right now. So I did finish Hungry Ghost by Victoria Ying, and it was quite sad. You'll have to check out that video if you want a detailed review about this. But know that last night, after hours and hours and hours of cleaning and errands, I laid down in bed and read this. I wanted to read more this month than I ended up getting to. I thought I would listen to more audiobooks. I thought I would be unwinding with graphic novels at the end of the night, but ultimately planning this party has been more exhausting than it was last year. Probably because, one, the child has more stuff now, so organizing and cleaning is more work. 2, I'm working now at the same time. I can't just take a week off. I have 2 client contracts going on right now, which was originally not my plan. I planned to take this entire week off, but schedules didn't align, so I just said, okay, fine. So I'm doing that. I'm behind on my YouTube video uploads, which is awesome. Tomorrow, the kid and I are going to Knott's Berry Farm with our friend and their kid. They have passes, so we get in for free as guests of theirs, which is so exciting. She's never been to Knott's Berry Farm. I haven't been to Knott's Berry Farm since I was a very young child. I went to Knott's Scary Farm a few times as a teenager, but that's it. So I'm hoping she'll enjoy Camp Snoopy. We'll see. I'm pretty nervous about it. I don't like amusement parks. They're not for me. I don't like large crowds. I don't like unsanitary places. And I'm not like a thrill junkie. I'm not looking for adventure. I'm not looking for riding roller coasters. And also being in public triggers my mother anxiety like really bad. Like really bad. I'm always on alert. I have a very cute daughter, and everyone who's ever seen her ever has to comment on how cute she is, and you can imagine how much anxiety that would give somebody. I know she's cute, which makes me terrified as the person responsible for her. Getting morbid here at 7 in the morning, but that's what runs through a mom's mind. So Knott's Berry Farm, kind of nervous, but there will be 3 adults to 2 toddlers, so we should be okay. Anyway, it is Wednesday. I'm having my morning coffee, then we have a doctor's appointment at noon. We're gonna maybe take the kid to brunch, we'll see. And then I'm considering taking the kiddo to Barnes & Noble for a Barnes & Noble day after the doctor's appointment, but we'll see how she feels. She might want to just come home and play with her new flower shop, which, you know, I wouldn't blame her, but she does love a good Barnes & Noble book date. So I'll ask her what she wants to do. That's my update. Hopefully I have better reading updates for you at the end of the week, but I doubt it as the party approaches. Hello siblings, we are nearing the end of April actually. It is April 28th. It's a Sunday. We had the kid's birthday party yesterday, which is why I look like this. It is early in the morning, I'm having my coffee. It was a crazy week. I only read 1 book last week, and it's for a different video series where I read 2023 released graphic novels. So no update on reading, unfortunately, but we will fix that. We will fix that this coming week. Wednesday, we went to this place that did crafts with her, and she got to do a little obstacle course and all of that, and it was so much fun. After that, we went on a Barnes & Noble date. She specifically wanted a lavender frappuccino, and then she bought herself 2 little books. I mean, I bought her 2 little books, but she picked out 2 books for herself. And then we went home, and she was able to just kind of play at home for a while because it was raining all week. And then Thursday, the day after, we went to Knott's Berry Farm with our friends. They have passes, so we got to be like guests, and because she was still 2 at the time, she was free, and then I was a guest of my friends, and we all went, and it was so much fun. I did not expect my kiddo to have as much fun as she did at Knott's Berry Farm. I just didn't know that it would be something she would have enjoyed as much as she did. I knew she would be excited, but I didn't realize just how much she would have a good time, you know what I mean? I thought she would like it, but she was overjoyed. And then Friday, she went to her grandparents' house to play with them, and it was pouring rain, but that's when I got the house ready for the party and did all of the prep, prepped the food and all of that jazz. I had gone shopping earlier in the week. The party went great. We are left with quite a few Uncrustables though, or these are crust-offs. You get the point. We got Uncrustables and crust-offs. So we're gonna be eating those for the foreseeable future. It's a lot of sugar for us personally. We don't eat sweet things very often. The party went great. There were so many kids this year. Everyone had a good time. There were no issues. Everything went super smooth. The only thing that didn't go right at the party was that I had spent a lot of time this week prepping dirt in a cup, which is this little treat where you do chocolate pudding and then you crumble up different kinds of cookies to make the dirt. So like Oreo cookies and graham crackers, and then you put like gummy worms and things like that in it to make it like a garden dirt, right? It's a strange American thing. I don't even know if all of the United States does it, but I grew up with dirt in a cup being a thing for relevant parties, and it was a lot of fun. I spent so much time prepping that, and I forgot to take it out at the party. There was just so much going on, and the kids were having such a good time in the backyard because it did end up being sunny. Oh, thank goodness. It was super windy, but at least it was sunny. The kids had such a good time in the backyard and playing in the house with the other things I had. It just escaped my mind. The kids never got bored, so it never like clicked like, oh, we have another activity to do. It's fine. I'm sad about it. I spent a lot of time prepping it, but we were able to do it after the party with the kid and then my best friend and her kid who were still over. Sorry to any of the other kids who didn't get to do dirt in a cup. But yeah, so that was my whole week, was really just like doing things for the kid and getting the party ready and then going to Knott's Berry Farm. Today is going to be resetting the house and cleaning up and getting back on routine after the party. It was crazy. I have a meeting with a client tonight. It was supposed to be this morning, but we moved it to the evening to just better accommodate both of us. So thank goodness I can just kind of chill for the next like hour until my kid wakes up. She went to bed so late last night. Giving a 3-year-old like 10 times the amount of sugar that they normally have, yikes. She was wired up until bedtime. She went to bed 2 hours late. She went to bed at like 9:30. It was crazy. She's still asleep though, and it's now 8 a.m. Let's hope she stays asleep for a little longer and gets as much sleep as she can. I'm pretty excited to reset up the house and put all of her new little toys away. It was really nice. A lot of people got things from our wish list for her homeschooling, which is, I'm so grateful because this kid doesn't need any more toys. She has so many toys and she loves learning, and people, when they see it on a wish list, things for learning and things for toys, they're gonna always pick the toys in my experience. So I'm really grateful that people picked things that she is excited about and chose that will help her also to not just have more toys, but to also do things that are fun and playful. Like they got us coloring books that are garden themed because it was a fairy garden party, and then someone else got her reading phonics books, but they're Paw Patrol, which is her favorite show. So let's talk plans now that we've passed the party. We are post party. We can think about Orilium now. My May has opened up significantly. I had a really big contract for May, and that person ended up having their own circumstances, and it's totally fine. That's why I take down payments. They had to cancel. Now my entirety of May is open, so I will be working with a client from this month. We're gonna continue on into May, and then I have another client that I'm meeting with tonight, but that contract will be over at the end of April. The first book I think I'm going to get to, which I hope the library hold comes in, if not I'll physically read it, is The Dragonette Prophecy, book 1 of the Wings of Fire novel series. I've been itching to pick this back up and just finish it out. It's a book I've already read in graphic novel form, so it's not going to be too complicated. My library hold just got taken back before the party, and I decided I'm not going to put another hold on it until after the party, until I'm ready to actually read, because I didn't need a book to do party prep this year. This year, what I needed to get motivated was heavy metal. That's what got me through party planning and cleaning. So yeah, that's my update. This has been a long update because I'm tired and slow, but I will talk to you again when I've read something. Okay friends, it is May 2nd. The readathon is over, but not for us. We're going to continue on until August, and I'm so excited about that because I'd love to just take my time. The toddler party was a success, but it's been really hard to fall into routine after the party. I thought we would get back on the horse a little bit quicker, but it was crazy. We should not have gone to Knott's Berry Farm right before the party. It was a whole thing. The sleep got all wacky around the party. I should have expected a 3-year-old to get the sugar rush that she got in the day of the party and therefore crash and have trouble sleeping overnight. She's not used to that much sugar. We were all a little overstimulated, you know? It was just a lot. We're still putting the house together today. Still putting things together and putting things back where they belong. It was so fun though. I can't wait to continue reading my Orilium TBR. Please stay tuned. This year, we're gonna just spread it out. We're gonna really enjoy Orilium all the way through. I'm not here for points or anything. We're here to have a good time, and I'm okay with having to continue on and not having completed it in time. It's okay. Nobody's keeping track, you know? Like, do what you want. I hope you'll tune in for the rest of my extended Orilium and let me know how yours went down below in the comments. If you're participating, pop off down below. What did you read? What is your guild? What is your calling? You get the gist. Tell me all about it, and I will see you in the next one. Stay safe and stay kind, siblings.